Thanks for checking in to find out what you should check out this month on Shorties. I don't have a theme song for this.
Oh.
I just kind of starts, right?
I forgot where my mic was.
Well, yeah. So, welcome to Netflix November's episode of Shorties. Yeah.
We're just...
I don't even...
who is that, Lil Wayne?
That's T-Pain.
T-Pain. Okay, the new T-Pain appreciation podcast. Shorties. Yeah. But yeah, it's Shorties. I don't know, Jonathan's not talking. So Jonathan's across from me, and I'm Jarrett. Hey.
Well, I was going to do the thing.
He was looking for his
I couldn't find
auto-tune.
it. I was looking for my auto-tune.
T-Painful.
Yeah. Anyway, wait. Okay, so we're going to get into Netflix November's trailers.
Yeah.
And our Thanksgiving trailer. And we're going to announce those as we go. But what were you pointing out? What were you making fun of me on the screen? What was that?
It says, it came from the 80s, Volume 2, a retro darkwave horror synth.
It's amazing.
So you just listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair because I'll listen to, what is that stuff? It's like deep electronic.
Yeah, it's like Deep House.
House.
Yeah.
I think it's house mixes of Pokemon songs.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, yeah, I love this stuff. And then I was like, I'm not in a rave doing acid, twirling glow sticks. What am I doing? I'm sitting alone in my bedroom drinking. It's cider.
So I love a lot of 80s synth, especially like they call it like 80s horror synth, like very much like Stranger Things. And,
yeah, okay.
So it's like all that kind of stuff.
The second season has a really sad song called Eulogy.
Okay.
It's whenever they talk about Barb. It's
okay.
so good. It's
okay.
a really good
Don't
sad
spoil
song.
it. Okay. Haven't seen it.
I'm only on I just finished episode 2.
I'm only on half of season 1, so I need to catch up a lot.
God.
I know I'm very behind, but this is Netflix November, so
we're gonna be on there a lot.
First off, welcome to the show. Like we said, we want to make sure right off the bat that if you're listening, hit pause and do a review. Or follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I always said follow us on Netflix. You know, that'd be interesting to like start getting a feed of like what you're watching on Netflix.
If they had like Netflix profiles, like I know they already have profiles, like if people share the accounts, but if it was like kind of like some music devices do, where it's like you can share like who you're listening to now.
It's basically
or,
like your
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your YouTube channel, but for
That'd be
Netflix,
neat.
that'd be cool. To be more social about
give it like 6 months and they're going to do that.
Right? They're going to take it from us right here, right
now. They're
now.
already thinking about upping prices, but that's just because like many of the own places are like starting their own streaming.
If they started making Netflix more social,
Disney's doing.
It would work.
Yeah.
You know, they used to on Xbox, you'd be able to at least share what you were watching to your Facebook feed because that was also connected to your Xbox at some point. But like all that kind of went away when Xbox One came away. Or came out. So yes, so please, we really need those reviews. It really helps us. It gets the listenership up.
Yeah.
It gets us into the new and noteworthy onto iTunes.
Yeah.
So basically, if you are an iTunes subscriber, I mean, you listen to this on your iPhone. If you're doing it that way, get into the Apple Podcast app and just hit review. It's at the bottom, rate and review. And
I know the podcast update has made it really confusing and really hard to do it. But that makes it more like, that makes me know that you actually appreciate it more. And that makes me feel even better that you're my friend doing this. Or you're just a listener doing this.
Thank you.
And then I still consider you a friend.
Yes. Do you have any birthdays this month to celebrate, Jared? Do you know anybody November birthdays?
Oh, my brother's birthday. It's November 12th.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's my parents' anniversary on the 1st. Yeah, happy...
It's Thanksgiving, and I think that's on a Thursday this year.
Yep, Thanksgiving's coming up, so happy early Thanksgiving to those listening in the beginning of the month. If you want us to do any shout-outs, right now, while we're still in our first year, our infancy, and we have a core group of fans and followers, we're able to be a little more personal with our shout-outs and things like that. So
I have two friends that I really do want to thank, my two New York babes, Meryl and Kelsey. They're both awesome. They're both great. They give us some nice feedback. Not on the app, which they could do. I'm kidding. I'm really passive aggressive sometimes, so I'm sorry. But like, no, you two you've said a lot of things that helped confirm and helped justify, and I personally love you both already. But like, it's been good having you two as a nice springboard for somewhere outside of the podcast that I can talk to, but also take that feedback and implement it in the podcast. So thank you,
absolutely.
Kelsey and Meryl.
I'd also like to chime in on that on my end. People such as Peyton and Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for listening. Yeah. They're employees that we work with. My friend Jordan from back home. These people, same as yours, have been like instrumental in helping us change and grow. I'm sure that people have no doubt noticed that there has been some changes since we first started. And you guys have been instrumental in helping with that feedback where we needed an actual person, a face to talk to, right out there. So,
and none of these friends, like, I would not peg any of them as that kind of like B-movie lover or whatever. Like, what several of my friends have told me as well, they're like, we don't know the movies, but we still listen because it's kind of like you're taking us along with it. And yeah, sometimes we forget scenes. Sometimes we get lost in it because the movie jumps around so much. But, we do our best. But it is kind of like after you watch a movie, what are you going to remember and what aren't you going to remember? We're hitting on the main memories of the movie.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
many of the main memories of the movies that we can get.
And for those out there that are like, what is the format? Like, what do? We rip on movies in a very conversational type thing. Like, it's exactly like if you were sitting at a lunch table and two guys were just going off about the movie that they saw at the movies last night. Like, that's what this is, So we want to make it seem like, I don't know, you're sitting in your car and there's two guys in the back seat, but they're not annoying backseat drivers. They're your friends, and
we're just talking.
Exactly.
And if you want to jump in and chime in, go ahead, go for it. Say like, oh, did you notice this? Because, we can't hit everything. We're just two dudes that are overworked and underpaid.
And this show, the Shorties show, is where we're going to be able to make sure your voice is heard.
And talk with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'd like to thank our new reviews coming from Abby SB. Abby SB writes, I might be biased because I know them both, but they are genuinely hilarious and have a great partnership. I really like...
So real.
Oh. I really like that they review movies that are easily accessible, which brings us to Netflix November.
Yeah. Okay. Which I think is an awesome idea.
Thank you, Abby SB, for the kind review on Apple Podcast.
Let's also do April available. Because they're easily available. Because it's important that, you don't have to be able to, you don't have to watch the movies to see them, but it makes it better because then
you're in on the joke.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to imagine what we're talking about.
Yeah. You don't like to be outside the joke, and I understand that sometimes we do pick movies that it's like, okay, I do have to rent it, but then, okay, then don't that one, save that one for a rainy day.
And sometimes you are outside of the joke, and that's okay, because there was that time that you and Abby were joking about
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, and I haven't really ever watched those movies with focus, and I was like, you know what, my friends are having fun. I'm going to let them live their life and seem like an idiot for admitting that I've never fully paid attention to.
Well, I didn't want to spoil it, but that's your Christmas gift.
Oh, don't do that. I hate gifts. I really do.
Oh, man. No, it's just literally my 2 terabyte hard drive of every classic movie and everything that
You're
should know.
Educate yourself, you idiot. Right. And I'm like, I don't know, just funny movies.
Merry Christmas. So, yeah, we wanted to kind of let people be in on the joke a little bit more this month, so we decided let's do movies that are available right now on Netflix, and we gave people the opportunity to vote.
And it's so good because it was such a short like voting process. I think that's why when I have it more,
it's about a month. Yeah.
Well, I
want to do it for March Madness as well, and I want to trickle down like 16 to
that'd be
8
good.
to 4. Yeah.
But that's what it's
like
because
movie against movie, like a battle royale.
So it was really nice because I could send it to people and be like, hey, help us out. Just let us know what like the majority of people would want to see us do, or like what's a bad movie that that's on Netflix. So it wasn't even like they had to listen to the podcast, because some people like I just threw it to them and was like, can you just help us out, just vote, and they did. And it was nice because it also like it exposes us, but it was good having that kind of response of people being like, yeah, I did it for you, and thank you everyone.
It
was nice.
Thank you.
A good chunk of hits back.
Absolutely. And I'm going to read off just a few of the runner-ups that didn't make it, but now they're on our radar.
One that didn't make it that I'm very upset about. So Twilight was probably up number 1 for people to do.
Twilight was at number 1.
Fortunately, Twilight was taken off on November 1st.
Yes.
So we don't want to do a movie that you will not be able to get.
Even though I'd say the majority of our listeners probably have, unfortunately, been dragged to it in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, I loved it, though. I mean, it was a nap movie in college. We'll do it someday, so I won't go too much into it. But other people have also confirmed that it was a nap movie. But are basically like what, top 10?
Yeah, our top 9. We're gonna rate out
10
here.
Is a tie between 3.
Okay, so coming up on number 10 was We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Okay.
Wait, wasn't that? You said number 10.
At the bottom, right? So it was like, number 9. Yeah,
well, then
you're
Twilight
right.
also doesn't count, so it's top 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, just do top 11.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So We're Back.
You're like, well, no.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because like a lot of them came in as ties anyway.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. At the bottom, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, which I was extremely surprised about.
Also, a few people were like, how are these considered bad movies?
That's funny.
And so it's the same as me, to where it's like, I love Small Soldiers. I love Scooby-Doo the movie.
You love the one that actually is our number 1, or like in our top 3 that we picked.
Oh, I don't love it, but I'm excited to do it.
Yeah.
But I love Scooby-Doo the movie and Small Soldiers, but those were both like close to being in the top 8.
Sure.
Like they were up there. They're literally, I could watch them any day. I could quote them back and forth. Mm-hmm. But, they're on there for a reason.
Right.
So we're not doing this because it's like, we think it's a bad movie. Check out the numbers. Read up on it.
Right.
Research, please.
Well, that's how we... another thing that we want to put out there is, guys, we have a list of over 1,100 movies.
It took me so long.
That we have cultivated.
Well, you added a lot more after.
Yeah.
But I went through and I was like, before I even started the podcast, I was like, I'm just going to put this into a little document.
Yeah.
I'm going to research.
This is how I
find
knew.
Percentages
I was like,
on these things.
He's the one.
Because I nerded out and I was like, I need something to do in my daily life besides sit and cry.
I need to work more than 40 hours.
Yeah, I need to kill myself harder and faster.
And Jared compiled this list. I gave him basically like my key movies that I could remember off the top of my head as I was like creating the show.
Probably around 500.
Yeah, and
very long Word document.
Yeah, all in like Apple Notes.
Yeah.
And he took them and actually looked up the meta scores. So all the information that you guys...
The Rotten Tomato, the year they came out.
All the information that you guys
proper
hear at the
spellings,
beginning of the episodes.
Titles.
Yeah. Yeah. All the information that you hear at the beginning of the episode, other than like the 5 headshots and stuff like that, everything else is Jarrett from the beginning. Like and well, now we've added a couple new ones, but still he does the Metascore, he does the Rotten Tomatoes.
I love numbers.
He does the gross and the budget and all that kind of stuff. Has always been there since the beginning, and so we have this database full of movies. And
Jonathan went through and color coded everything.
I did, yeah.
To be like holiday or
some things
film.
are held on that they're a holiday, or maybe that we want to reserve it for a live film. So like all this goes into account. I don't want anybody to be like, oh my god, they're just picking what they love. It's like actually not.
No.
Like.
You think we want to watch these?
Dolomite and Chud weren't even on the list before they got added.
I'm so glad we did those two, though, because those are probably two of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Chud is a special place in my heart since 2 months ago.
So
I stretched and kicked a lot of underneath this table, so I'm just afraid one day I'm going to do that and power down everything.
It's okay. So here's the rundown.
Yes, back to a tangent off of a tangent.
Yeah. Okay. We're back at Dinosaur Story. Ants.
Okay. Yeah.
the Bugs Life ripoff. Right. Damn.
Computer.
And then we have Fern Gully. Magic Mike. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which we hear you on that one. God, I don't want to do it.
I'm terrified of it.
I hated Alice in Wonderland, and it's in the same time period, same directors,
and
same
Alice
everything.
Through the Looking Glass is also on there, but Alice Through the Looking Glass I think has a lot more material because it involves time travel.
Yeah. Okay.
But
and we're really big on that since Lost in Space.
Yeah.
And then after that,
we get our top 3.
Yes.
Twilight is up there. This is technically the top 4, but like we said, can't do. Sorry.
Okay.
We will do someday.
So, coming up on week 1 of the podcast.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2004's White Chicks Roll Trailer.
From the director of Scary Movie.
Oh my God.
I hated that scene.
Of disguise.
But are they?
I know. Master of 2 disguises. Well, 1.5 disguises.
Vanilla ice cream. One more screw up and you guys are fired.
And now,
Inheritance to the Wilson fortune.
they have one last chance
All you gotta do is pick them up and drop them off.
to save their jobs.
One more screw up and me and you are through.
But the only way to protect these sisters
Do this.
is to become them.
Make them bigger. You sure this is gonna work?
Oh, they're terrifying.
I know.
What's up, money? You
But
got a problem? Nah, yo, hold my poodle.
Homo poodle.
From Revolution Studios,
Brittany and Tiffany Wilson.
Boobs.
They're new.
There is something different about the two of you.
comes a story of 2 guys
You're wearing the wrong underwear.
who are giving undercover the ultimate makeover.
He's got my gun and badge. Go.
Jeez, lady, all that for a bag?
It's Prada.
Oh,
How long you gotta do
so
this?
I already know who the villain is.
I know. I was like, yep.
Couple more days.
No twist there, I guess.
Do that again, I'm gonna bust. And bust out in tears.
Sean Wayans,
Don't hurt yourself, sweetheart.
Don't worry.
Marlon Wayans,
I don't see why I gotta go with Buffy the White Girl Slayer. Cause if you don't, you're gonna blow off cover.
Fart joke. Oopsie, not a poopsie.
Just fine. Hasta la vista, Schwarzenegger.
White Chicks,
Take a tip and Brittany.
Is that the song? That's not the song they sing during that moment.
No, it's not. It's the song that they could get for the
trailer.
for the trailer. All right, so that's 2004's White Chicks. That'll be out on Tuesday, November 7th.
Yay.
Yeah, so we've already seen this one getting ready to record it, and that's how we were like, is that's not in the trailer.
That
There's a
can't
couple
be
things
right.
that's not in the movie that were in that trailer.
There were? I was looking out for him.
I mean, it's no Rogue One of things that aren't in the trailer.
Well,
but
yeah. They probably didn't do a lot of rewrites on the script. Actually, that's a lie, but we'll get there.
Okay. So, coming up, now these were in no particular order. Like we said, actually the top of the list was Twilight, and it's not going to make it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, that's probably a saving grace because I honestly think Twilight might be good enough for a live show.
Yeah,
You know?
I'd love it.
Yeah, and apparently so would everybody else, according
Yeah.
to these votes. So, coming up for the second week in November, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. It's the worst drummer.
I know. I don't know how to drum.
It is The Village. Roll trailer.
This is a theatrical trailer?
Yeah. It's the brightest sky I've
I know. I was
ever
like, oh,
seen.
God, the sunset. Or is it the sunrise? I can't tell.
Have you
We
seen
have
this before?
always had
Yeah.
since the
I
day
have
we
not.
I
settled
think I saw
here,
The Village in theaters.
Okay.
a gentle understanding with the creatures who live beyond our borders. We do not stray into their woods.
Is that
Jesse Eisenberg?
Is it?
They do not come into our village. I have always pictured them in some ways as our protectors. They have allowed us to live here, nestled amongst them in this untouched place.
Amish country.
Yeah. Why do they have glass?
Are the markings we find this morning on our homes. I feel they were warning us.
Of a whore!
We may question our
She must wear a red A.
moments such as these. Did we make the right decision to settle here? I fear our days of peace are over.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Child grave. Hidden floor hatch. That's very not hidden. Oh, cool. Sky.
Oh.
Throwing it back to Sky. In Night Shyamalama Ding Dongs. The Village.
That's not a very enthralling trailer. Was that like a teaser?
It is 2 minutes long. Well, it's still going, too. Oh, Joaquin Phoenix.
You are fearless in a way that I shall never know.
Oh, he's going into the woods. Oh, it's an electric fence. He's wearing his collar. Run? Oh. The truce is ending? Inciting? What did it say?
I don't know, but this was actually the DVD trailer apparently. But
oh, whatever. A trailer's a trailer.
Stupid. That was okay. We're in for a
Once
treat
you
on that
watch
one.
it, you're like, that was a lot of hype for a lot of letdown.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is going to be on November 14th.
Yay.
Okay. Really looking forward to that. Thanks.
Burping
Really
on my
looking
head.
forward to that one, especially because people seem to really, really love our happening episode. Our
It's
first
one of my
episode.
favorites.
Yeah. I think we were really excited, and the energy was so high on that one that it's like really hard to top it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I will say that. So our next movie is for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is one that isn't on Netflix. Sorry, not everything on Netflix in November, because Netflix November, I like alliteration, and that's why we did it.
Maybe next Netflix.
Yeah.
November. That's hard to say.
So this one is for Thanksgiving. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing the one of like two Thanksgiving movies that I can think of. The other one being The Mutilator. The Mutilator is a horror movie from the 80s where kids go home from fall break for Thanksgiving and there's somebody who just chops them all up. But we're going to be doing the very more obvious, straight for Thanksgiving B horror movie, Thanksgiving. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, yes, I'm ready too. Never seen it and never seen the trailer even, so super excited.
Released in
There we go.
2008, by the way.
Thank you. Roll trailer for Thanksgiving. Five college students.
5. Oh, this looks homemade.
Was that Chris Farley?
We're a group of misfit friends.
You know, since it's Thanksgiving and all that, we should go around and say what we're thankful for. I'm thankful that your mom has the juiciest in town.
Oh, they just bleeped him.
Okay.
Back in the 1500s, in the settlement of Crawlberg, an old Indian by the name of Feathercloud.
This
was
really
dishonored
looks like
by
it was a
Pilgrim.
college-made
Feathercloud necromanced
movie.
Warner Brothers title was on
a
it.
turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. To kill.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
I do believe you.
They're
no such
camping
thing
for
as an evil
Thanksgiving? Ew.
Right? Their genres are all mixed up.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
This little baby bunny got its stomach gnawed open by a beak.
Looks like green
Not
screen.
just any beak.
But
This
it's-
looks
Turkey.
god awful.
There's no
What is that
such
guy, a
thing as an evil
birdologist?
turkey. There's
no such thing as an evil turkey.
What, it can talk?
Oh, wait. I lied.
Oh, shit.
Gobble, gobble.
What is this?
You only had one thing to say. Please say it's gobble, gobble.
You just got
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker!
Go deep, Johnny.
I don't...
What? It's a ghost turkey now?
Thanksgiving. I feel like you could get a better movie with a title like that.
I think so too, but God, kinda really excited about it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Wow, no, like if you guys didn't go see that trailer. Go look up Thanksgiving because that was Thanksgiving.
Go look up Thanksgiving.
Go Thanksgiving.
It's a really bad American tradition.
Yeah,
we killed people for holidays. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, it should have just been like a Killer Pilgrim. Oh wait, that was Eli Roth's fake Thanksgiving trailer for the Grindhouse movies.
Oh yeah,
it's a Killer Pilgrim.
It could have just been like someone that kills everyone on Thanksgiving break.
Yeah,
which is what I thought it was gonna be.
No,
I'm let down. Now I don't want to do it. Just get really pissed.
No, it's a killer puppet turkey. It looks like
very fake.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, the tagline's "Gobble gobble, motherfucker." Yep.
My.
So that will be for the 21st, Tuesday. The 21st is going to come out. So it gives you 2 full days before Thanksgiving actually comes out. But if you want to,
Thanksgiving comes out.
yeah,
it's being released.
Yeah, coming this Thursday, Thanksgiving. But maybe you can listen to it on your way to the family dinner.
Yeah, get a little hyped.
Yeah,
that
right?
You're not 5 college students that actually have
decided to
no
camp.
real connections and are camping.
Yeah. So that will be on the 21st, and then rounding out. Returning for our theme of Netflix November, rounding out the month on the 28th, Tuesday the 28th. Drum roll, please, one more time.
God, my fingers hurt. I think that was my best.
It's 1999's Wild Wild West. Wicked Wow Wow road trailer. Oh yeah.
Starting strong.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Steampunk cowboys.
Django
Unchained.
Not getting enough lift. We need more speed.
By Ling.
That's a cliff. Yes, I know. That means the ground is going to end.
Oh, the guy that invents things.
More crazy contraptions.
Gunshots.
Before there was a Secret Service.
Oh.
There was
West. Jim West.
What? Kenneth Branagh.
A dangerous spy or just a
Spider Machine.
Oh, the Spider Machine.
likes to poke around.
I believe I'm that second one. Gotta stick to what we each do best.
from the director of Men in Black.
Now what?
Let the party begin.
I thought he said, and someone else.
They're really focusing on this hang glider, and I don't remember it being that prominent.
I don't either. WWW, because the internet was becoming real popular at the time.
I love this train.
So that's Wild Wild West. I saw this movie. as a kid.
It's all
I thought you were just ending it there. I saw this movie.
I can I saw this movie as a kid. Well, not as a kid. No, I worked at the movie theater the year it came out.
I saw this movie
my first
hungover.
I remember it being fairly popular for like its first week, and then knowing that like every time I would go in to sweep and usher the theater at the end, there'd be like nobody in there.
Yeah,
like in
people
week
just
2.
left in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. So
bye.
Yeah, that's what we're going. That's what we're doing for our final stretch. Now, coming up, the next month will be Christmas. 3 Christmas-related things. We have Drinking Cinema contacted us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Drinking Cinema, who we took their drinking game for the Slumber Party Massacre, and we actually did it on air, which, by the way, if you haven't listened to that one, go to YouTube.
It's a ton of fun.
And
I'm
super
really
fun.
excited to do it again.
Yeah. So they contacted us and was like, we love what you did there, and we'd like to write one for you.
Yeah.
So we picked Silent Night, Deadly Night. Okay. Now, it's they said they were going to be writing it for Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. So it looks like we're going to have to do another double feature.
Damn.
Because we haven't done
a double
Silent
feature,
Night.
triple feature?
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're the best, though.
I know, but it was so much work.
It was a lot of work, but...
Watch one movie twice and one movie once, then record 3 times for those movies. But one, I guess, to record and then watch her at the same time. So
yeah.
But then I have to watch it again to take notes.
True.
But I've never seen those movies, so...
But we'll do it ahead of time. It's good.
It'll be good.
So look out for that, and look out for some other movies. We haven't named them yet, but they're all going to be Christmas themed and one New Year's themed.
All going to be Christmas themed.
3 of them are Christmas themed. One of them's New Year's themed.
Okay. Well, I guess my birthday doesn't matter.
What? What did you want to do for your birthday?
I don't know, but my birthday's December 4th, which is the day before our first Tuesday of December movie. So I was like, let me pick.
So you get to pick the first Christmas one.
Cool, it has to be Christmas themed because I'm not used to that for my birthday. Great.
Right.
December birthdays are the worst. I grew up in the Midwest where December birthdays are like, pick something indoors because you can't go outside. It's terrible.
Also, do you want your birthday present and your Christmas present to be the same?
Okay.
No, I don't.
My birthday's far enough away
true.
that it doesn't always happen, but I did pull a few strings several times where I was like, I know it's a big present, but you could just combine my birthday and Christmas. And it was
get me what I really
knocked
want.
out of the park of even combining those two together was more than. Plus, then I also still got Christmas presents.
Nice.
So I'm the youngest of 3, so obviously I'm loved.
Sure.
More.
More.
They were like, he's our last chance to get it right. And they still didn't, but I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what's coming up.
Yep, that's what's coming up. I wanted to wrap up our little segment with, since it is Netflix November, we did mention Stranger Things, but what else are you watching on Netflix right now? What could you recommend to people that isn't necessarily, because we continually are like, oh, this bad movie, that bad movie. Well, what about some good stuff?
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. I got excited. Netflix originals, they are hit or miss, but a good TV show is Mindhunter if you like true crime. I really did love that.
Okay.
A good one that kind of is very it's around our genre, but it knows that that'll potentially be bad, so it had fun with it. It was very Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but not actually. I thought it was a lot better. It's The Babysitter.
Okay.
Which me and
that's
another
horror,
coworker,
right?
Yeah, me and another coworker told you to watch it.
Yeah.
Thought it was really good.
I'm working on it.
I know there's a lot on there. And then I don't know, there's always some good Mystery Science Theaters on Netflix that I always recommend because it's easy. You can sit through them. I love them because I like skipping through the little mid sections, but those are also good to I gotta go pee. But I think they're great sitting alone having dinner movies.
Sure.
Because A, the movie's bad, you don't really have to pay attention to it. B, every time you watch it, you catch a joke you didn't catch before, so you can watch them over and over. I have 10 that I just rotate through.
Okay.
Last night I was watching, I don't think this one is on Netflix, but they're all on YouTube as well because of a disclaimer at the end. The very old episodes, they would say rotate the tapes. circulate the tapes.
Right.
Share the tapes, whatever it is. And because of that, it can all be found legally online for the most part. But one that I really love and that I watch constantly is called Touch of Satan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, just a touch of Satan will get the job done.
There's just a touch of Satan in your eyes. It's got some really great stupid jokes. This is where the fish live.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always recommend Mystery Science Theater because it's from early mid 90s/80s. So it's got some time. It's very in its time period.
I mean,
it was culture.
But at the same time, you can't really say that because they still make old man jokes. We actually both just saw Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah. We went to Riff Tracks Live, which, if you don't know, it's like the spiritual successor of Mystery Science Theater when Mystery Science Theater went off the air. But we went to Riff Tracks Live. I drank a little too much wine and fell asleep for the last bit. But Night of the Living Dead is also... but it was good. I loved it because it was like just watching an old Mystery Science Theater because it had all the voices of the people. So,
but they still what I was getting to is that it seems that no matter what they do at times have like older dated jokes where you're like, I don't know if anybody understands who that is anymore. But for me, I just tend to binge the same stuff that I've seen a million times.
It's easy.
I always recommend Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's my favorite show of all time. Also, The Office. But when it comes to Netflix originals right now, American Vandal, which is my
brother watched that.
The true crime like parody of Making a Murderer, where he's drawing dicks on the cars and he's getting suspended for it. It's hilarious. Like the much attention to detail that they put into something that could have been basically an SNL 3-minute sketch and turned it into something actually really brilliant.
Nice.
And then I'm back on The Walking Dead, so I can't really that's on Netflix too if you haven't caught up. But
I never got started.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of time for Netflix right now, and when I do, it's usually being like, oh, you put this on there, time to throw back. You know, it's like Netflix is a constant throwback.
I can't
Thursday
even watch
for me.
like full episodes of like Stranger Things or Mindhunter because they're like 50-minute, 55-minute episodes. I have to watch them in like 30-minute increments because I have other things to do.
Like this show.
Exactly. Literally, that was me this morning. I was like, all right, finish that movie, watch this for lunch, and then leave to go record.
Yeah. Ugh. So, that was just a little insight on, our Netflix November.
What we're doing.
And be sure that if you want to be in on all the jokes, actually put on White Chicks, put on The Village, put on
your best
Wild
dress.
West. Put on your best Sunday clothes. And
put on Sunday clothes. There's lots of world out there.
And then stay tuned
for copyright.
And then stay tuned every Tuesday this month. We do launch the main episodes on Tuesdays.
Yep.
So make sure that you are prepared for all the jokes that are going to come. Other than that, make sure that you subscribe Bombs Away Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All the content that I put out extra little. Now I got these little trading cards things that I started doing so that I could
Missing
show...
children trading cards?
What's that?
Missing children trading cards?
No. Nice.
Listen to our episode coming up next, Ernest Scared Stupid, in order to get that reference where we become very insensitive to missing children. Our bad, but it's actually bringing awareness to missing kids. So
sure.
I think it does need to be talked about.
Yeah. And then you can always write to us, contact@bombsawayshow.com. If you have a December birthday, go ahead and throw that out to us, and we'll announce it on the air. Yeah. We'll announce it for December. What?
My friend Meryl's birthday is in November.
November?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Meryl. All right.
Is Kelsey's in December?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Kelsey, we'll give you a birthday shout-out, too. Since they both got a shout-out on the show.
Yeah,
already.
Sure. And that's about it. We hope you enjoy everything that we've done so far. We hope you enjoy everything that's coming up. And please, your participation in the show, remember, your participation in the show will eventually get us to the step of being able to screen these actual movies for you in a live environment and actually do a live comedic performance for you guys. which is the opposite of, I guess, what I consider what we're always doing.
So what's exciting about that is that I don't really do live stuff. So not only will you get to see us make these jokes live, but you'll also get to witness me full-on shitting my pants on stage.
Yeah. Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. 2 shitting pants in one sitting.
They just shit pants.
They're wearing shorts. We can see it running down their legs.
Oh, my God. All right. So that just about does it. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Jarrett.
And thanks for joining us for another month at Bombs Away.
Shorties.
Shorty.
Yeah.